Hello, my friends. We are live. I've got my good friend David Marais in the background. He's in the virtual backstage area. But welcome if you're signing on. Happy you're here tonight. My name's Carolyn, and my friend David Marais is going to be joining me soon. Thanks for being here. Hey, if you're watching, do me a favor and share this to your Facebook page, or I guess if you're watching YouTube, hit the thumbs up button, and that'll feed the algorithm so that more people will see it. And thanks for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a song, and then I'm gonna bring Mr. David Marais in, and he's gonna play a song, and we'll chat, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So here we go. This is a tune off of the album that I just put out, and the song is called Double Stars. We are matched together, double stars, pulsing parallel lights in the dark. Out in space, it's not so hard to see. With you right next to me, where I wanna be. Set your worries down, my weary one. Cool your burning core until the dawn. And if your gravity's too much to hold, let me be your sun till the morning comes. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last for another day. When my axis feels a little bent, when my energy is all but spent, when my wobble throws me off my track, veering towards the unknown black, your pull can guide me back. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last. On our own, the light we shed's too dim, and the cold could do us in. Other stars may beckon, burning bright, seeming warmer on dark nights. But our system's working out so far, and by chance or fate or physics, here we are. We are matched together, double stars, circling round inside each other's arms, rising, setting, lighting up the dark. It started with a spark and a dream inside our hearts. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last for another day. Hello, I see we have 12 people watching. Thank you so much for being here. Do me a favor, if you're watching and you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit the share button and hit like. Send me some comments. Let me know where you're viewing from. Hello to my mom, who just clapped. I can hear her clapping. Thank you so much. And yeah, say hello in the comments. Let us know you're here. I can see numbers of who's watching, but I don't know your identity unless you... Oh, hi, Sean, friend from college. Hello. Anyway, you get the idea. And yes, Sean is in Connecticut. New Haven, right? I think you're in New Haven. Anyway, I'm going to bring in my friend David Marais. Hi, Marion. Oh, they're doing the wave. That's awesome. So cool. I'm going to bring in my friend David Marais, and I just want you to meet him. I'll tell you a little bit about him first. He and I met at my daughter's school. He is a middle school teacher at Stanley British Primary School here in Denver. And I guess I first got to know him because he was running sound for a fundraiser event at the school called the Stanley Coffee House, which is this awesome, cool event where faculty and parents at the school perform, and it's a big fundraiser. And he was running sweet, awesome sound that night, and then he played some music of his, and it was just gorgeous. And so I'm so thrilled to have him here tonight. He plays all over the Denver area, and I'm just going to bring him on now. Please welcome my friend, David Marais.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for having me here. Yes, that's indeed the first time we met was at that coffee house.
Yes.
I was running sound, and I was just blown away by your guitar playing, and just, the fellowship of musicians coming together is a wonderful thing. So
it is, and we're so lucky to have so many talented faculty and parents in the Stanley community. It's pretty cool. It's not typical.
It's a magical place. It is indeed. That's for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's funny, teaching is definitely like my day job, but music is my number one job. It was my first job I had as far as earning money, was playing guitar with this guitar back in when did I start playing? 1990, I think, playing in pubs and restaurants in South Africa. And it's been with me all the way through, but it was my first job, and so I still love doing it, and it blends itself well with education. So
it really does. I'm sure that your students love it. Do you ever play music in the classroom?
I do, yes. In fact, one of the songs I'm going to play tonight later on is one that I wrote with my students. We did a little songwriting class together, and so we bashed one of these tunes out. And so I bring music in all the time, whether it be listening and appreciating it, using it to teach poetry and the connection to the mind and so forth. But music is emphatically one of the biggest things I use in all my classes. So.
I love that. That makes me so happy to hear, and I can't wait for you to be Sarah's teacher. You have to stay at least until Sarah's in your class.
Oh, yes.
I want to say hi to Kia Washington. You might know Kia. She's also a Stanley mom.
Hey, Kia.
And you may also know Marion Sills.
Hey, Marion.
They both have kids that were in Sarah's class. Good friends of my daughters. And my neighbors are watching. Hi, Amy and Troy. So cool. Oh, and I just got a text from my cousin, whose name is also Sarah. We have this group text of it's like me and my brother and 3 of my cousins, and we call it the Special Shulmans group. It's named Special Shulmans.
That's
Whenever
great.
I get, it's like this clicky thing in our family. It makes me laugh every time a text comes in from Special Schulmans. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let you wow this audience with a song.
All right.
Take it away.
The song I'm going to play is, it's one called Criminals at Last. And I wrote it about a year and a half ago. And basically, it's one of those sort of story songs about a couple that are deeply in love and to the point where they make some pretty nasty decisions together. Hope you enjoy it. This is called Criminals at Last. So I met you at the station, broken bottle in your hand. The love was slowly leaving, danger soaking in the sand. But baby, we've been noticed, and who cares about the cost? The judgment's left our minds, but not everything is lost. We are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. So we took the dark flight all the way to Japan. Yeah, I know we shouldn't do this, but you had the reasons in your bag. And I have always wondered what drew you to the shine. And even as we slumber, I know this conscience isn't mine. No, we are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. Criminals at last. We are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. Now you know I always loved you, even though you were insane. Baby, even in the hard times, we would stash the best away. And now I sometimes wonder, in these spotlight waterfalls, in sweet illuminations, but these broken protocols. We are criminals at last. 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 Yeah, now I sometimes wonder, in these spotlight waterfalls, in these dark intoxications, and these broken protocols, we are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. We are criminals at last. Now I watch you from a distance, from behind these prison bars. The eastern moon is rising. I see you swimming in the stars. And sometimes I sit and wonder about what could have been. Oh, these dark intoxications still reigning in my dreams. For we were criminals at last. We were criminals at last. We were criminals at last. So sometimes I sit and wonder about what could have been. Such dark intoxications, they still reigning in my dreams. We were criminals at last. We were criminals at last. We were criminals at last. Criminals at last. Thank you.
Yay!
Hope you enjoyed that.
That was gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
What a wonderful song.
I wanted to write about some sort of, I don't know, make something heavy into something fun.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you very
gosh.
much for the very kind comments. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And I see my friend Heather just signed on. Hi, Heather. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is so awesome, you
Is that
guys.
the Heather Miller that I know?
I don't know. She lives in Austin.
No, not the same. It's so funny. I know Heather Miller right here in Denver. He's also a
No
great
kidding.
music lover as well, unless Heather's moved.
Well, this Heather used to live in Boulder at one point, I
Okay.
think. But she's been in Austin for a while. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, Heather. Oh, yeah. So fun to see everyone signing in. And my friend Amy Berkowitz Kaplan just texted to say, she texted me to say, we're watching on YouTube, but I think she like can't comment while she's watching or something. She doesn't have an account. So, but she wanted to say hi. So hi to Amy Berkowitz Kaplan, or Amy
Thank you.
BC as we call her to differentiate her from like the million other Amy's that we know. Um, yeah,
It's lovely to
cool.
have you guys all here. It's just nice to be making music again.
Indeed. It feels great. Heather lived in Boulder in 2001. Cool. When did you come here from South Africa?
I came here in December 1996. I came in search of all sorts of adventures, and then there was an opportunity. I was in San Francisco where I met up through an education. It's funny, I was in San Francisco in April 97. I was visiting a couple of friends out there and checking out some music stuff, and then I went to an education conference because I just finished my graduate degree in high school teaching, and that's where I met the head of the current school where I teach right now, and they were just starting a middle school, so the connection was made back then. So December
Oh,
'96 is
man.
when I came out, and I've been teaching at the school where your daughter attends since August '97.
Oh my
It's been
gosh, we're so
good
lucky
fun.
to have you. We're so lucky to have you. So great. I want to let the audience know that usually I do a game of Would You Rather. And typically my family and I come up with the questions, but today I got a little just like distracted and I haven't come up with any questions. So I would like to invite you, my friends in the audience, to come up with a Would You Rather question, which David and I will answer. Just put it in the comments. So if you don't know, a Would You Rather question is like, would you rather, like a mild version is like, would you rather eat a hamburger or a hot dog? But they're really good when you get dark. So dark or disgusting
Here we
usually
go.
makes, or like
See,
ideally a combination of both.
that's brilliant.
Um, but
No
it
kids
doesn't.
present tonight, right? No children.
Yeah, mine's asleep, so warning. And
We'll keep
I'm
it clean.
the third song that I'm playing tonight does have a curse word in the chorus, so just warning. I'll give you another warning beforehand in case there are any kids watching. But yeah, give us some good would you rather questions, and they don't have to be dark or gross. But anyway, we'll see what you come up with. So I think I will play a tune. And this one is oh, what did my mom just say? Sounds like a job for the special Shulman's group. Yeah, well, Mom, you should get my brother to watch because he never watches my live streams, but
Oi, brother.
he would come up with a really good would you rather.
And cheers,
Okay.
everyone.
Amy, oh, cheers. I have some wine here. Amy Berkowitz Kaplan has put one in, or is that Amy the neighbor Amy? That's Amy neighbor Amy. Okay, we're getting some good ones. Okay, Ray's is like so easy.
Oh, jeez.
I'll put some of these up later. We're gonna come back and do these after the next song, so you have a song to think about them. And
Amy's already going gross.
yeah, I
Right
love
off the
it.
bat. Right off the
I
bat.
love it.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this next song. And this one is a little heavy, but I want to play it tonight. I have a very close friend who passed away in January after a 4 years of fighting a terminal illness, and she and I met through our mahjong group. We played mahjong together twice a month for years. And I just got together yesterday for the first time since COVID and for the first time since our friend Brooke passed away, to play. We got together yesterday to play mahjong, and it was bittersweet. It was sad, and I was tearful on the way driving over to our friend's house, but playing together felt so good and so joyful, and we toasted to our wonderful friend Brooke. And anyway, I wrote this song for her 2 days after she passed away, and I had the benefit of being able to speak with her by FaceTime the day before she passed, and some of our conversation made it into this song. And so afterwards, I was feeling, when she had passed, I was feeling obviously very sad, and felt like I needed to write about it. And I sat down kind of to write a sad song, and then Brooke's smiling face. She was an extremely happy person, always positive, and she handled her illness with the most grace and strength that you can imagine. And so when I really stopped and thought about her, I was like, I can't write Brooke a sad song. She is not a sad song kind of girl. And so this is the song that came out, and I just want to play it. And if anyone in my mahjong group is watching, or if her husband Jason is watching, I want to send this out to you guys. This is called No Sad Songs. Don't sing her a sad song. She wasn't sad. She wasn't sad. That girl was fearless as she was strong. Knew what she had. Knew what she had. She knew this was her time to move on. Sometimes life just does you wrong. She said she loved us and flew along. So no sad songs. With dimpled smile and long blonde hair, she loved to laugh. She loved to laugh. I told her love will carry you where you're free at last. You're free at last. She said this was her time to move on. Sometimes life just does you wrong. She said she loved us, then flew along. So no sad songs. Couldn't tell her how to feel. She knew her heart, knew what was real. And like a star that's come and gone, her light still shines. Oh, it shines on. So no sad songs. We're the ones left here behind. What can we do? What can we do? But love each other and toast to life. She'd want us to. Oh, she'd want us to. We knew this was her time to move on. Sometimes life just does you so wrong. She said she loved us, then flew along. So no sad songs. Oh, no sad songs.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Wow.
Thanks so much. Well, where do you go after that?
Well, the song I've got coming up next is interesting. It does connect, but in a slightly different way. You know, we'll see.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Oh, there's some of those would you rathers I'm looking at. They still got me kind of grossed.
Yeah, let's pick. Oh, let's see. What does Heather say? Would you rather? Okay, I'm gonna go up and get some of these older ones that came in first. Let's go with Amy Breyer's. Amy Breyer says, "Would you rather eat a booger or earwax?" Ugh.
Earwax.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with earwax as well. It's something about the sliminess of the booger. I can't do it.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I would. Thank you for that. I think earwax probably has some more medicinal qualities. I hear that it can actually help with other things too. Like you could probably varnish your tuning board or something, your fretboard.
Yeah, but if you eat it, does it have medicinal qualities? I don't know.
I don't know. It's got to have something. I don't know. But I definitely do the earwax.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
With a bit of a grimaced expression.
My new friend Ray Masuko says, "Would you rather be a lawyer or a singer-songwriter?"
Singer-songwriter.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, that's a no-brainer. And he knows that I used to practice law.
That's
and
right.
So that was a little bit of a rigged question. And he's also a lawyer. So we're grateful for...
I hope he's got music as an outlet too, though, right? Or something.
What's that?
I hope he's got music as an outlet or something else as an outlet. That must be a high-stress job.
Yes, he helps book a show, a festival in Vermont, and I think he does some booking for some other venues around Vermont. So he's very, very involved with me. I'm guessing he probably plays music too.
There we go.
But
Perfect.
I don't know.
It's a balanced lawyer.
Indeed. Okay, and my friend Sean Lissay, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 20 duck-sized horses?
I would go with the 20 duck-sized horses because they'd be so bloody cute.
Well, you wouldn't want to hurt them, right?
I wouldn't want to hurt. No, I would just kind of like a gently sort of tackle to the ground and then let them go.
You could just like brush them aside or something.
Yeah, just, could have
I don't
heard
know,
them, listen, destroy them.
I feel like I'd rather go for the giant horse-sized duck. Because I could just like knock it over maybe.
Yeah, but as long as you don't get trapped beneath its depository orifice, then you would be in trouble.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Yeah. A horse-sized duck poop? No thanks.
That's a great one. I like that one.
I like that one too. But yeah, I feel like the 20 duck-sized horses, like they could team up, and if they're all on you at once, that could get really...
Be nasty.
That'd be bad.
A lot of like pummeling, I would imagine.
With the hooves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And I think we had one more in here. Oops, sorry. Oh, thank you, Kia, for that compliment. I appreciate that. Okay, Heather Miller. Would you rather play a gig of your own song on an instrument you've never played before, or a covers gig of songs you don't know well, but on your primary instrument? Oh my God.
You want to go
okay,
first?
here's a question. Maybe Heather can clarify. The instrument that you've never played before, is it like just like someone else's guitar? Like you play guitar, but it's someone else's guitar? Or is this like if I were to try and play a tuba? Maybe she'll comment and clarify.
I will categorically say I will prefer to try and attempt cover gigs of songs I don't know too well, but on my guitar. Because then I could at least sort of flub it off as like it's sort of a blend of original interpretation, sort of my own take. Therefore, you can get away with it. It's performance art.
Right. Yeah, I get that. And okay, so Heather has clarified like playing an instrument that you just have never picked up in your life, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going with the cover tunes that I don't know too well. I'll play them in Afrikaans or something, and and people might really, I'll just say I've just changed the words a bit,
Yeah, I think I agree with you on this. I think I'd be really intimidated. I'm not like a I'm not, like a musical prodigy. I don't think I could just pick up a new instrument and start playing it confidently.
Yeah, definitely not a tuba. No.
Definitely not a tuba.
Folk guitarist a tuba? Nope. Ain't happening. I like the tuba though.
Yeah, nothing against the tubas.
Great question.
Of the world. That is a great question. That was hard. Let's see. And Ray says, despite 10 years of classical piano training and having been in more bands, orchestras, etc. than I can count, it's been decades since I've performed and 10 years since I gave away my last piano. Okay. But he is indeed a music lover and a promoter of excellent music. So
it's a balanced lawyer. Very good.
For sure. Well, David, would you like to play another song for us?
Sure, yeah. So this next song is actually, it's called Soul Lever, but there's a play on the word lever. It's you'll figure it out, but it's and I'll give you a little bit of a hint. But the idea for the song came when I don't know why, but I saw a box of tissues, and I saw the Spanish word for tissues was lever, L-E-V-E-R, soul lever. And I thought, that'd be a cool pun. So this song is entitled Soul Lever, as in a L-E-V-E-R. Now, you guys in America say lever. I say lever, something that you break things open with. But then there's also a pun on the other understanding of the word lever. So hope you enjoy this one. Thank you. You are my soul lever, my soul deceiver. But damn, I love your ways. I'm just a soul seeker, but a bold believer. I'm on my knees today. I got this burning fever, I need a reliever. So come on back to stay. Yeah, you're my soul lever, and I'm a soul griever. I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. I'm happy anyway. Come down and see me, you know where I am. Come and find me, I'm a fallen man. The wire's broken, I don't understand. I try to love you the best I can. 'Cause you're my soul lever, my soul deceiver. But damn, I love your ways. I'm just a soul seeker, but a bold believer. But I'm on my knees today. I got this burning fever, I need that reliever. So come on back to stay. Yes, you're my soul lever, and I'm a soul griever. I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. Now I've been better, but so have you. I've heard that rust is eating you through. That time you've taken to find yourself, you should have left it on the shelf. 'Cause you're my soul lever, my soul deceiver. But damn, I love your ways. I'm just a soul seeker, but a bold believer. I'm on my knees today. I've got this burning fever, now I need that reliever. Come on back to stay. Yeah, you're my soul lever, and I'm a soul griever. But I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. This raging forest, this burning town, rivers flooding, we've lost our ground. 'Cause you're my soul leaver, my soul deceiver. Damn, I loved your ways. I'm just a soul seeker and a bold believer. But I'm on my knees today. I've got this burning fever, I need a reliever. So come on back to stay. Yeah, you're my soul leaver and I'm a soul griever. I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. I'm happy anyway. I'm happy anyway. Happy anyway. Yeah, the city's shining, it's a beautiful day. The rain has stopped, it's washed my fear away. I heard you back, but that's okay. I found my soul and it's here to stay. 'Cause you're my soul leaver, my soul deceiver. But damn, I love your ways. Now I'm just a soul seeker, I need that reliever. I'm on my knees today. Now I got this burning fever, I need that reliever. So come on back today. You're my soul leaver and I'm a soul griever. I'm happy anyway, I'm happy anyway. Happy anyway. I'm happy anyway. Happy anyway. Thank you.
Yay! That was gorgeous. What a
Appreciate
cool song.
it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just love your fingerstyle guitar work. It's gorgeous and
thanks.
so clean and pristine. I love
That
it.
song I envisioned like a big gospel choir behind me. I don't have that tonight, but they'd be kind of fun. Like a big on that chorus.
That would be amazing. There's a is it James Taylor? I think there's a James Taylor song, Soul. It's a James Taylor and Mary Chapin Carpenter song called Soul Companion. I think that's what it's called. If only Jana Pokop were here. I have this friend who is the biggest Mary Chapin Carpenter fan on the planet, and she would know. But I think it's called Soul Companion. Anyway, it made me think of that song. Both lyrically and kind of the feel of it was similar too. And just
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
For sure. Who would you say some of your biggest influences have been musically?
It's funny, my first rock idol was actually, the first record I bought was The Jazz Singer by Neil Diamond back in 1979, 1980, back in South Africa. And without a doubt, he was like my first absolute, held him up, and I still do. I think he's an incredible songwriter. I'm just really sorry he's sick these days, but incredible. He was my first wow. And then later on, as far as, I've always loved listening to music. I was never really interested in playing music or playing an instrument. My older siblings, all sort of classically trained piano players. My brother played violin. It was kind of intimidating to me. So I just loved listening to music, and I was the youngest of four. Eventually, when I was 16, though, I came across this incredible musician who was sort of distilling these great sort of major rock songs down to just 6 strings. And I said, how on earth does he do that? And so I was really inspired by that, and
Cool.
kind of started learning guitar from there on. Learned a couple of chords and just started jamming. But my major influences, without a doubt, James Taylor is a huge one for me. I mean, there's so many. I love the clarity of his guitar, his writing style, but my major, like, sort of spiritual influences, I have to say, this is going to sound really weird, but I was a bit of a goth kid back in high school.
Oh,
So
I can see that. I can see that.
Absolutely, and still am obsessed with Morrissey, the Smiths, the Cure. Some of that stuff doesn't really translate to my sort of folk music as much, but I love listening to that sort of like really depro, wonderful British music from the time.
I hear that.
So it was a
Like
huge
my
influence
equivalent,
on me.
I don't know if it's quite the equivalent of goth. It's definitely not the equivalent of goth, but like, I love, for example, like Death Cab for Cutie and like some of these like emo bands.
Totally.
Emo is kind of the goth of like the millennial. And I'm not really a millennial. I'm more of like Gen X, but yeah, I love that kind of stuff. And I don't know that it finds its way into my songwriting either, but I could listen to it forever. So
And it's subconsciously inspirational, without a doubt.
yeah, for sure. I want to say thank you to my friend Ray Masuko, who just left us a tip on PayPal. Thank you so much for generously supporting what we're doing here tonight. So I put in the comments there, you can see, and then there's also in the video description, if you click on the description of the video in YouTube or in Facebook, you can see some different ways that if you feel so moved, you could leave us a tip, which helps us keep doing what we're doing. And we're going to split all the tips between us at the end of the night. And we thank you so much for your support. I know it's like weird. It's weird to ask for these things, but especially when I can't like wave a physical tip jar in front of people. I'm just gonna.
Oh, there's a question from William. I think this must be your brother or your dad. William
That is
Shulman?
my dad.
Yes, huge fan of Johnny Clegg. I grew up on him and very much inspired by his guitar playing style as well. A lot of my
I'll put his question up there, so I guess you already answered.
So yeah, I do a lot of Johnny Clegg tunes in my covers collection. I play thousands of covers, and Johnny Clegg features a lot. He's a wonderful musician. Sad to see him go too soon as well. I think it was last year he just passed. So
I'm not even familiar with who he is.
he's an incredible musician. It's apartheid South Africa. There was, of course, musical segregation in addition to every other kind of segregation. He was one of the first classified white artists who embraced traditional indigenous music and blended it to a form that was sort of palatable to both black and white audiences in South Africa. This was during the time when there were huge boycotts. We had no international musicians coming to our shores. And he really broke ground and through music just showed the beauty of how human beings and diversity are the most important thing on the planet and how it needs to work together. And he was one of the great emblematic artists of bringing that sort of racial fusion together as well.
Oh, that is so cool.
Incredible musician.
I'm going to go check him out after this.
You'll love him. Just love him.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Well, thank you, Dad, for that question. Appreciate it. Cool. Well, I guess it's my turn to play a tune.
It is your turn.
And before, I'll tell you guys a little bit about this song. I just this past week started participating in a creativity challenge. My friend Julie Geller is a singer-songwriter who used to live here in Denver, but now she just moved to Israel. But she's back temporarily for a couple months this summer, which is nice. I got to see her yesterday and give her a big hug. But she's doing a challenge called the 72-minute prompt, and she's giving a prompt every Tuesday morning, and it's like a phrase or whatever. And the challenge is to spend 72 minutes writing a song, or it could be prose or poetry, or it could be a physical art project, visual art, anything based on this prompt. And she wrote a beautiful song, and her first prompt was junk mail. And I was like, I hate that prompt. At first I was like, I hate that prompt. What am I going to do with that? What am I supposed to do with junk mail? But then some of my best ideas come to me in the shower. I don't know. I guess it's like I'm alone. No one's saying, "Mommy." And so I can like hear myself think. and some ideas started coming to me, and so Friday I was able to sit down and flush them out. I want to say a quick thank you to Deborah Anderson, who just left us a tip.
Oh, that's my sister.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Davey. You're
Deborah.
very kind. I'll give it back to you when I see you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. That's very generous and kind of you. We really appreciate that. Anyway, so this is the song that I came up with based on the prompt of junk mail, and it's super brand new. And so I have to cheat, and I've got my lyrics and chords here. So if you see me looking down a little bit, it's because I got lost and needed some help. But anyway, I'm just excited to share this with you. I was surprised at the song that came out of that prompt. So here we go. Oh, and the title of it is going to be How It Feels. Oh, and for anyone watching with children, this is the one that has a curse word in the chorus. The curse word is damn, so maybe you feel like that's acceptable. If it's okay for your kids to hear that, it's like super not the worst curse word it could be. I could have gone way worse than that, but... You threw my heart into the garbage pail without a second thought, like it was junk mail. Now I'm rummaging around, trying to salvage pieces that I found, and you don't give a damn how it feels. Now I'm gluing scraps together patiently, applying firm pressure till I stop the bleed. Sometimes a stitch is all that you need. Other times it's a catastrophe, and you don't give a damn how it feels. They say that pain helps you know you're alive, and they say that darkness helps you appreciate the light. Well, I don't know where they went to school and learned to tolerate that type of cruel, but I don't need any fancy diploma to see that you're not for me. Now I'm doing fine out here on my own, and I've built my tender heart a sturdy, solid home. And you can bang and bang on the door, I'm not gonna let you in no more, 'cause you don't give a damn. No, you never gave one single damn. No, you don't give a damn how it feels. No, so I won't give a damn how this feels.
From junk mail to that's incredible.
Fun little summertime breakup bop.
Really, really good. I think we were talking early before the show started how just some of the most sort of mundane little things can turn into great songs.
Yeah, it's true.
Smallest things like junk mail.
I was shocked. I mean, sometimes things just like hit you, and you got to get it down, you know.
Art can be found everywhere, and universal human truth in the simplest of things.
So true. So true. Well, I think we each have time for one more each.
Sure.
And I think another donation came in, but I wasn't able to see who let me see if I can see who it is. Oh, Sean Lissay, thank you so much for your generous donation. We really appreciate that. And my mom, Ellen Shulman, thank you. Special Shulmans, where are you at? I'm just kidding. That was so rude. That was so rude, Carolyn. We're going to kick you out of the Special Shulmans now.
Badge lost.
Badge lost. It's okay. They're my cousins. I can rib them a little bit. And that's like the benefit of having cousins. Whew. All right. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you again.
Sure.
Play us another song.
I just want to thank everyone for hopping on. It's just lovely to have an audience. Very nice. I hope you guys are all doing well. So for my last little ditty tonight, this is quite a fun one. Just before our school year ended, I was teaching sort of a music poetry class, focus class with some students, 8th graders, and one of the challenges was we had a 90-minute class, and the goal was by the end of the class was to have written either a poem or a song which could be performed to the rest of the class. So this is the one that I wrote in that time, and of course it was specifically under pressure. Everyone was put under pressure. You got 40 minutes to write it, 10 minutes to rehearse, and then we perform it for the class. So again, I think I was actually looking up around the walls of the music room where I was based at the time, and there was something about a family tree that was growing on. It was like a family tree exploration, maybe of Beethoven, I think. And I just saw the two words family tree, and so I decided to write this song based on that. So hope you enjoy this. The song's called Family Tree. Enjoy. So let me tell you a little bit about my lovely family tree. With roots so deep and long they reach across the 7 seas. From the south of Africa to the islands of the Caribbean. And oh, my pretty mama, her smile looks so good on me. My photographs and memories showing where I've been. What a lovely little trip it's been when I'm climbing up and down the branches of my family tree. Mystery. It's your turn now to tell me about your family tree. I wanna know about your daddy and your granny and your crazy aunties. I wanna see their love of you shining from the earth to the moon. And with your pretty mama's smile, it sure looks so good on you. Your photographs and memories showing where you've been. What a lovely little trip it's been when you're climbing up and down the branches of your family tree. What a mystery. Now take some time to look up at the branches of your family tree. In the shade of your ancestors looking down so lovingly. You are the seed and the leaf of your forest growing endlessly. Oh, across the 7 seas, all the way to the evergreens. Our photographs and memories showing where we've been. Hey, what a lovely little trip it's been when we're climbing up and down the branches of our family trees. Oh, what a mystery. When we're climbing up and down the branches of our family trees. What a mystery. Yeah, we're climbing up and down the branches of our family Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yay! Woohoo! That might be my favorite of yours right
very
now.
kind.
I love that one. I saw
The one
you
that was
put-
written under pressure with like teenagers running around the room. Let's do that more often.
Yes. That one's on your YouTube page, right?
Oh yeah. I think I've posted that cover there too. Yeah, not a cover of my own music, but that version is on there too. Yes.
Why don't you tell folks where, and I can put it in the chat too, your website and
Sure.
where people can
I
go
do
to
play
hear you.
live around the place. I play a lot of like little restaurants, breweries, not like sort of focused concerts by any means, but more like the background guy you hear in bars and stuff. So if you're in the Denver area and you want to come and hear some music, I play originals and tons of covers as well and requests. And basically it's myname.com, davidmarais.com. And then there's a YouTube channel. It's my name, David Marais, Campfire Guitarist. If you're going to check out hundreds of covers and originals, and I strictly only do nothing but guitar and voice. What you see is what you get. As much as I love all the modern technology, I just wanted to distill everything down to the root basics, guitar and voice.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do now with like computers and all kinds
Amazing
of
stuff. Yeah.
crazy things you can do. But I think that there's something to be said for learning one thing really, really well. You know?
Yeah, and leave. You know, I love all the technology, but I just there's something special about just getting down to basics. You know.
Yeah. Well, when is your next gig coming up?
Oh, I'm playing at a little restaurant called Sienna at the Courtyard. It's in Castle Rock, about 20 minutes down south of Denver, and I'm playing there on Friday night. Sort of a dinner cocktail sort of evening, but I'll be in the background, and if the weather's nice, I'll be on the patio. So
Oh,
if
cool.
you're in Denver and you're bored on Friday, come on down.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Good food.
Very cool. And and David's YouTube page, definitely check it out. When he said he has thousands of covers, like they're not just any covers. His covers are really, really nicely chosen songs. Like you do a version of, there's some Peter Gabriel stuff that you've done. Like
I try to challenge myself by taking like really complex songs and trying to make them broadcastable interpretable on the guitar. So
Yeah, well, and you recently posted a David Coburn cover, which
Yep.
is, I was so impressed when I saw that because, I don't know, he's kind of been out of the scene for a while, and so, but I saw him when I was in college, and he's just great.
He's
phenomenal.
amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, yeah, I'm just so inspired by so many artists. So like, it's like what your opening
Or
question.
not David Coburn. I'm sorry, it's Bruce Coburn.
Bruce Coburn, yeah.
Bruce Coburn. Sorry.
I'm sure there's a David Coburn though who will take no offense. But yeah, that's the thing, is like there's so many incredible artists. That's why I just celebrate music in all its forms. And I've got such an eclectic style myself, and I think I'm influenced eclectically as well. You know, by everyone from James Taylor to like David Coburn and Bruce Coburn, Peter Gabriel. You know, the greats, and I'm just inspired by them all. Absolutely, I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. But I love that you definitely bring something special to the covers that you do. So
Thank you. I try to make them my own. So some people
You
say, "What the
do.
hell is that song?" I think it's Bohemian Rhapsody. No, it can't be. Yes, oh, it is.
No, you do a great job of that. And that takes a lot of skill. And I don't feel like I've mastered that art of taking a cover and really putting my own spin on it. You know, I tend to do the cover just kind of like they do it. So I really admire that.
thank
It takes
you.
a lot of work.
And I do want to thank you again for having me on. I love this event, and I just love the fact that there's an audience, and it's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been such a pleasure and an honor to have you on. Also want to give a shout out to Heather, who made a lovely donation. Thank you, Heather, for that. Also want to remind people to check out my album that was released in May. It's called Grenadine and Kerosene. And if you're new tonight, watching me for the first time, my website is just my name, carolynshulman.com. And you can get links to the album and everything there. But I'm all the places that you would find, like Spotify, Apple Music, all the places you can find the album.
It's a beautiful record, I have to say. I got the CD, and it is exquisite, I have to say. Debbie, my sister, who's I think watching this, you should definitely check it out. You will love it.
Oh, thank you so
real
much.
masterpiece. Congratulations on that. It's no small feat to record a record, I'll tell you that much.
Thank you. Well, I had a lot of help. It was a team effort. We we had many great, lovely, and talented people involved. It was produced by my friend John McVeigh, who is in Longmont, Colorado, and just did a really nice job. But I really appreciate your kind words, because you also have a recording studio there at home, and you know a thing or two about it. So
I'm learning, but it's I'm always inspired. But that's your album is phenomenal, and I'm sure all the people who are here tonight have listened to it already. I hope, and if you haven't, you've got to. It's beautiful. It really is.
Well,
extremely good. Extremely good.
thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. Well, what should I end with? I'm gonna do a song that, and I'm gonna say goodbye to David. I'm gonna shrink you down one more time, and then
Thank you so much.
and I'll close it out here. And then we'll sign off. And David, just so you know, you can stay on the stream. Like, don't exit stay in.
No, I want to watch the song. So.
Yeah. Stay in, and then I'll end the broadcast. But then we can chit chat after. So.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna leave you with a rowdy country song that I think I've only played once or twice on my live streams. I don't know. I feel like I haven't done it a whole lot, but I want to send it out to my friend. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but my friend Sue Parker Gerson, because she requests it every time, and sometimes I don't play it, which is like rude. Like, you should always play a request, but sometimes it's like, oh, I've already got, I'm only playing 4 songs in these live streams, and anyway, I'm playing this for her tonight. I hope she's watching or can watch later. So Sue, this is for you. But it's not about you. You wouldn't want this. Nobody wants this song to be about them. And my husband always wants me to clarify that it's not about him. It's for sure not about him. Because you don't write this song about the person you marry, and if you did, then you married the wrong person. Sometimes I wish I'd never met you. Wish I had not surrendered to your smile. And most days I regret how long I let you crawl beneath my skin and squeeze your fingers around my brain until you drove me right insane there for a while. And I don't miss you not one bit. When I see you, I will spit into your eye and say hello. Then I'll wave goodbye and go. Do you recall that night you came to my place, looking for a quick and guiltless time? We had some fun, and when you left the next day, you left your hat and it sat in my closet for 8 months. And when I wore it once, you yelled till I cried. And I don't miss you not one bit. When I see you, I will spit into your eye and say hello. Then I'll wave goodbye and go. Yep. Winona Judd said love can build a bridge, but I think it is time that our bridge burned. Sometimes it still makes me sad, a smidge, to think about you, but when I do, I stop and think about you as a pebble in my shoe. That was a minor annoyance in my day, but I shook it out and got on my way, and I was okay. I'll be okay, I'm okay, 'cause I don't miss you not one bit. When I see you, I'll just spit into your eye and say hello. Then I'll wave goodbye and go. I will wave goodbye and go. I will wave Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, David Marais, for being here. It was such a pleasure to have you on. I want to do this again sometime soon, maybe in person or something next time. But oh man, this was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And good night to you all. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching.